Snap Podcast, what's going on? Got another great show for you, but when do we not have a great show for you? What am I talking about? It's your boy DarnellSparrow, yo bad. Superman, he is the real Varnell Hill, the notorious Antoine Smooth. What's going on?
Man, what's up, man?
We got a lot going on, got a lot to talk about. Not on one of those big sport weekends. So we definitely got a lot to talk about. Gonna talk about the NWA Samhain going on this weekend. We're gonna talk about Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou going on. We're gonna talk about the NBA season and whatever else we just feel like talking about, because this is our show and we can do that. But we definitely got to talk about the NWA event, which is going on October 28th in Cleveland, Ohio, at the Temple Live at the Cleveland Masonic. And basically all these matches have some type of stipulation to them. Forgive me if I do not know exactly what they are. They really didn't specify what they are, but you will know come showtime. They have 15 matches. That's a lot.
Wow, it is.
But the good news is 4 of them are going to be on the pre-show. So that's a good one. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the 6-man tag team match. We're going to have Jordan Clearwater and the Country Gentlemen, AJ Kazanza and KC Kazana, against Zion and the Outrunners with Austin Out. Now, you probably wonder, why does the Outrunners sound familiar? Well, they were recently on AEW Collision. Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd.
Look like a bunch of definitely 80s wrestlers for sure.
Yes, look like
dynamic dudes, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely look like some 80s wrestlers. And with them, we're gonna talk about AEW Collision as well, since we were there last weekend, and there's some other things that you actually didn't know about. and a lot of people did, but we'll talk about that at the end. But I see Jordan Clearwater and the Country Gentlemen taking this one. With the Country Gentlemen, I noticed that Anthony Andrews not with them anymore. They had a falling. Him and AJ had a falling out. So another Kazana jumped in. Casey Kazana jumped in. Country Gentlemen, former United States Tag Team Champions also. Jordan Clearwater, former NWA Television Champion, who used to roll with Austin Idol. He was part of Auto Sports Mania. But he's out doing his own thing. We have the Loser League's NWA match. It's the Battle of the Spectaculars. We have Brady Pierce going one-on-one with Rush Freeman, and Big Brother Rolando Freeman will serve as the special guest referee. Now this one ought to be interesting. If everybody's seen Rolando Freeman, the little dude, but what he can't say, he beat Matt Cardona. Even got a shot at the title. But he's the big brother. But he's the big brother. But I call him the big little brother. So, like I said, the winner of this is leaving the NWA. You know, I'm gonna go with Brady Pierce on this one. I think Rolando is gonna screw his brother and send him on his way. And if that name sounds familiar, Brady Pierce, he is the current Wildcat Sports Heavyweight Champion. So, you know, he's doing big things in both, you know, Wildcat, the NWA, you know, probably other promotions as well. But the loser of this match is leaving the NWA. We have a 4-way match to determine the number 1 contender for the NWA World Women's Championship. We have Celeste versus Tiffany Nueves versus Mr. K versus Samantha Starr. Pop quiz for you. Do you know who Samantha Starr's mother is?
Baby doll.
That is correct. Look just like her too. I mean, look just like her. Yes, Samantha Starr is the daughter of the Perfect 10 Baby Doll. And if you don't know who Baby Doll is, shame on you. I know a lot of you young guns don't know.
Mm-mm.
A lot of you
Look
young,
it up.
a lot of you young guns don't know who Baby Doll is, but a lot of my old school listeners, you know. You know who the Perfect 10 is.
That's right.
I mean, man, there's a lot of wrestlers, man, there's a lot of champions. And she can wrestle. If she has wrestled before.
Well, that was in the early 80s.
Yeah, when
late 70s, early 80s.
when under her real name. But a lot of people didn't know that. But I'm gonna go with Samantha Starr here. I think that they want to do something with her, but I guess they're trying to figure it out. Because I haven't seen Baby Doll with Samantha Starr on a few shows. Why? But I think that they trying to do something with her. I mean, she's got the size, she got the look, so I think she has the advantage. So I'm gonna go with Samantha Starr. And finally, we have the match for the NWA United States Tag Team Championships. We have Daisy Kill and Talos, who won those titles at NWA 75. They will be defending against the Immortals, J.R. Kraos and Odinson. So what we have here, we have in the Immortals, we got two big, bad dudes. And they want these titles. Daisy Kill, the smallest dude in the match. Talos is a big man.
So that's a true mismatch.
Talos is a big man. You have guys like Kratos and Odinson, who got a combination of power, speed, and they've worked well together. I see a title change here. I see an error here. I see a miscommunication between Daisy Kill and Talos. I see new United States Tag Team Champions. And if you haven't seen those new United States Tag Team Champions to belts, they're beautiful. But when they first came, they had the very, very old school U.S. tag titles. Now they have something similar. It looks almost similar to the world tag titles. They just have red straps. They're beautiful. But I definitely see a title change there. So let's get into this long card.
15 matches.
9 matches. I'm gonna start with
the pre-show.
And I just gave you 4 pre-show matches you're gonna see on YouTube.
Yeah.
So definitely get the opportunity. Definitely check those out if you're not gonna watch the whole event. Let's talk about Matt Cardona. Once again, going one-on-one with the person to be announced.
So you think this is gonna be a surprise? It ain't gonna be nobody on the roster, I don't think.
I don't think that neither. I don't think it's gonna be somebody on the roster. But see, that's what makes it good. Because even if it is somebody on the roster, it's probably gonna be somebody that we don't expect Matt Cardona to lose to, but he's gonna wind up losing to him. Because there's a couple of times he's done this and got beat.
Yeah.
But everybody keeps talking about, why Matt Cardona is not in WWE right now. I'm going to tell you like this. He don't need to be. He needs to stay out. My thing, if he goes back to WWE, they need to put him to the moon. But we know that's not going to happen. So.
No, he ain't going to get that treatment like Jay Cargill. She keeps her name and he comes there as Matt Cardona. No.
Zack Ryder.
Matt Cardona here in WWE?
I mean, Zack Ryder is dead.
Yeah, he even said that. Yeah.
And Matt Cardona, no matter where he goes, he's got titles. I know he's the House of Glory champion. Let's see. Let's talk about that. About all the titles he has currently. So they'll tell you, no matter where he goes, you know, he's winning.
Yeah.
Let's see, he's the current WSW World Champion, but he just lost that. So they need to update that. He just lost that to shoot, what is his name? Shawn Spears.
Mm-hmm.
He has, of course, he's the internet champion. We know he's the Excite International Champion. He's the Wrestling Showcase Champion. Like I said, he's the House of Glory Champion. He's the Premier Men's World Champion.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's the, of course, he becomes Jericho Cruise Oceanic Champion. I mean, he has a damn good resume. He's become DDT Universal Champion.
Yeah.
So he all over the place. He's just collecting belts. Just go back to my thing. Will I really want to lose all that to go back to WWE?
Well, yeah, that's true.
And you might get the money, because we know if he goes back, his merch is gonna get sold like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna now. Imagine if he went back, who would be more popular? Matt Cardona currently, if they sent him back just the way he is right now, who would be more popular? Matt Cardona or LA Knight?
I think it'll still be LA Knight. Especially, they'll work well together. Then you have Matt Cardona as that heel. But, you know, it'll work out because he'll get booed out the building. But LA still get the chill. Kind of like, he won't get that Dom heat though, but he'll get enough with LA. You see what I'm saying?
I think if he comes back, even if he comes back as a heel, they're going to cheer for him. They're gonna have to figure out a way to make him. They're gonna figure out a way to make him heel. They're gonna have to figure it out. Cause he's gonna come back as a heel, but they're gonna cheer for him. Just because he's been gone so long. They're gonna have. That's the part they're gonna have to figure out. What can we do to make him heel? For him to get
They'll
booed.
complement each other.
Yeah. That'll be a good rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious to see who's gonna come in. That's gonna go one-on-one with him. But I'm sure if he goes in, I'm sure he's gonna get the victory.
Yeah.
We have a Devil's Last Dance Ultimate Hardcore match.
It's a lot to say.
Yes. We have Judias, Max the Impaler, Alex Misery, and Magic Inc. with Father James Mitchell and CJ versus Sal the Pal, Gas the Gimp, Koa, Laksamana, and Magnum Muscle, Dax Draper, and the current NWA Television Champion Mims. Now here's the deal with this match. This all falls under two people, Sal the Pal and Gas the Gimp. They have to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they lose, they will forever be indentured to Father James Mitchell.
Oh.
So they have to win. If they lose, they will be under James Mitchell forever.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask you. I don't know how much you watch NWA, but I'm sure you're familiar with Gas the Gimp.
Yeah, that man. And people know what a gimp is. If y'all know what a gimp is, all that leather they wear.
Almost look. When they got it all on the face.
Yeah.
I mean, even when he was a part of them, he was seen like to be the popular one of the group.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he wrestles with the mouth zipping. Then when he unzipping it, the tongue come out.
Talking about, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he and then, you know, Sal the Pal. He just all over the place.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a good squad. You know, Cole Loxamon, he's young. He's pretty new to the NWA. You got Magnum Muscle. You know, Dax Draper. But he's former Ring of Honor, was it television champion?
I think so.
And then you got Mims, the new and current World Television Champion. So, you got Max the Impaler, the NWA Women's Television Champion. I mean, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But it's Ultimate Hardcore War. So, although I see James Mitchell team has the size, I'm gonna go with the good guys. I think they're gonna have the tricks.
Okay.
I mean, they're gonna pull out stuff, anything and everything. But the two things they need to do, they need to sedate Judias and Max the Impaler. You know, Max the Impaler, if you've never seen her, run. If she one of those types who if she went to WWE like that,
Mm-hmm.
she'll be dominant. She'll definitely be dominant. She would be a good partner for Nikki Cross right now.
Yeah, with her doing that little trans gimmick
Yep.
now. Yeah.
Well, there are talks. There are talks about that. Why they doing that? We might see the.
Yeah, I wonder why.
There are talks they doing that because they might be bringing back Killian Dane.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, she's married to.
Mm-hmm.
There are talks about that. Yep, I'm gonna go with the good guys. So we got a Burning Lake Brawl for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. We got Thrill Billy Silas Mason defending against the Masterpiece Chris Adonis.
That should be a good one right there.
That's gonna be a fight. Thrill Billy
Yeah.
Silas Mason, I've said it reminds me so much of Terry Gordy, and what was funny, I said that because he's actually playing Terry Gordy in the Von Erich movie.
Yes, and we will be discussing that later about that. I want to talk about that like at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. About the Iron Claw movie. So.
Yeah, a lot of you look at them, a lot of familiar faces are definitely in that movie.
Yeah.
This is tough. You know, Chris Adonis, former national heavyweight champion, he did win this opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, Thrill Billy been on the road. I don't see him dropping the title, so I'm gonna go with Thrill Billy Silas Mason. That's one of the guys. You know, I think has a good future in NWA. Got to see him live, but he became the Wildcat. Became the Wildcat once, and wrestled there, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when I was still getting familiar with him. But I think he sure remind me of Terry Gordy.
Yeah, he do. He got that old school look.
Got those who got that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Got the size.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Terry Gordy was alive, I think I could see him mentoring him.
Oh yes. Oh, Gordon be man. He'll be managing him, mentoring. I can see him right there next to him now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something about Thrill Billy. You know how he talk. Yeah.
Because I mean, like the way Thrill Billy talk, I said, yeah, this Terry Gordy all the way, all the way. We got now. This is interesting. A rock and roll tag team match.
Okay.
We got the two members of the Southern Six, Kerry Morton and Alex Taylor with Ricky Morton, going up against the returning. You ready for this one?
Yep.
The Headbangers.
The head. Whoa, what? We got Marsh and Thrasher coming back.
Yeah, Marsh and Thrasher coming back to the NWA. They signed, and they are, I don't know what a rock and roll match is. I don't know. We gonna see some guitars and some drumsticks and some mosh pit. I don't know.
Is it like with the Rock and Roll Express? Is something got to do with that, or?
Like I said, they never really explained what these matches are. I said, but you know, if you catch the show, I'm sure you will find out. But the Headbangers, you know, no stranger to tag team wrestling, former WWE tag team champion, former NWA tag champions.
Yeah.
All right, now this ought to be this gonna be interesting. Just to see, you know how much the Headbangers still got left.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But I'm gonna go with them just on popularity.
Okay.
And Kerry Moore, he calls himself the future legend. That ego getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and to be honest, he works better as a heel. Definitely works better as a heel. We have a Riddle Box 6-man tag team match. We have Vampiro and La Rebellion, Bestia 666 and Mecha Wolf, former NWA World Tag Team Champions, against Yabo and Ruffo, the brothers of Funstruction, and Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse.
Now this is interesting here. We got Vampiro, for those that don't know. He's a veteran, for sure.
Yeah, definitely a legend in Mexico.
Oh, definitely a legend in Mexico. Jeez. Oh, yeah. He's worshipped there. And this is going to be something, because I got a feeling that may be I want to say a switch, so to speak. And what I mean is, you said Violent J, right?
Yeah, Violent J, he rolled with the brothers of Funstruction.
He may turn on them. To join Vampiro.
Interesting.
They're kind of similar.
Well, you got to think about this. Vampiro and Violent J, they go back.
Yeah, the Dark Carnival.
They go back. Yeah, I'm gonna take a guess what a Riddle Box match is. I'm assuming they're gonna have a bunch of boxes
with
a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna look all kind of circusy, kind of silly, but they are gonna have weapons in them. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark on that one. But I think because the brothers of Funstruction, they came through, they made a lot of noise in the Crockett Cup. They broke brackets. I'm surprised. I'm real surprised they didn't win. They put on a hell of a show. Nobody knew who they were. When they came in, they made a lot of noise. Very, very popular. And like I said, now they have Violent J, rolling with them. So this is probably gonna be hilarious. Let's see, we got a submission match with former tag team partners. We have Jax Dane going one-on-one with Blake Bulletproof Truth with Chris Silvio Esquire in the corner. Now, like I said, they're former tag team partners. And they was a damn good team. They was a damn good team, but you know how I go with tag teams.
Oh, yeah. This is going to split up,
And this all really came to pass because Jax Dane, I believe it was at 75. He was scheduled to fight Tim Storm. They had to stop the match. And, Jax Dane didn't go in for the kill. Didn't beat him up, didn't take him out like, Chris Silvio thought he was going to do. So, in that sense, they kind of said he went soft. So here we are. And Blake Truth is an MMA fighter, great athlete. Guy got a lot of potential. But we talking about Jax Dane, the Dane event. Done it all. Yeah, he's done it all. And now, so this can go either way. But since people said they don't want to hear ties, nothing like that, I'm a picking for you. I'm gonna go with Jax Dane simply because I have a feeling Chris Silvio is gonna find a way. He gonna find a way to get thrown out the match. And this is gonna be a straight up fight. It's gonna be good though. It's definitely gonna be good. And that's gonna be, to me, gonna be one of the sleeper matches. We have a Knights of the Round Table night. Let me try that again. Knights of the Round Table tables match for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. We have Blunt Force Trauma, Carnage and Damage with Aaron Stevens against Knox and Murdoch, the Crockett Cup winners. Knox and Murdoch, they asked for this rematch. They got it. Aaron Stevens throwing these stipulations in the Knights of the Round Table tables match. I see it now. I see it now. I think this time Knox and Murdoch are going to get it this time. I think we're going to have new tag team champions. But let's take a minute to talk about one, Blunt Force Trauma. I call Doom 2.0.
Oh, no, exactly.
That is Doom 2.0. Rodney Mack and Marshe Rocket.
Right.
Yeah, I thought when they first came out of the match, I thought it was going to be a one-time thing. Then they came out as a team. Of course, Aaron Stevens, man, them boys. You want to talk about somebody that can get heat?
Oh yeah, he most definitely. And what I love about Aaron Stevens too, sometimes he'll break character.
Yes. But he'll break character and still make it look like he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now
and
this,
he did when he was with the question mark.
yeah, and this is the guy WWE should have bought in. I mean, because he was in WWE a long time ago when he was Idol Stevens when Michelle McCool had him.
Yeah.
And that's long ago. When he was Aaron.
He was Damien Sandow when he was the savior of the masses.
Because remember back in the day he was Aaron the Idol Stevens.
Yeah.
Then he came back, Michelle McCool managed him and partner. Then he came back as Damien Sandow.
Mm-hmm. And then he was Mrs. Stunt Double. And he did.
They nailed that.
Invisible wrestlers, yeah.
They nailed that. I gotta give them credit on that. They, as stupid as that was, as stupid as that was, they made that work.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta give credit. Really, I gotta give credit to both of them because the chemistry.
They did a good job with that. Yeah.
You gotta do a lot to make that work. But yeah, this is a Knights of the Round tables match. So that means we're gonna see a lot of tables about to get broke.
Yeah.
But I see new NWA World Tag Team Champions.
And Knox and Murdoch, they got good chemistry.
And you know what they remind me? You know they remind me of Doc and Gordy.
Texas Outlaws.
Nope, Doc and Gordy. The two big bad Texas Outlaws too, but they remind me real more of Doc and Gordy.
Gordy.
The Miracle Violence connection.
Miracle Violence connection.
That's what they remind me of.
Now that's a good comparison. Yeah.
And yeah, like I say, all you young guns.
Dr. Death of the group.
Yeah, because who's the Dr. Death of the group?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. Because they both fit both of their monikers.
Mike Noxie to Terry Gordy. I think Mike Noxie.
Because they kind of, no, I'm gonna say Murdoch is more Gordy. Yeah, so Murdoch is more Gordy. Murdoch is more Gordy to me.
Okay.
Cause that's pretty much what they remind me of.
Okay.
But to tell you this, a lot of tables gonna get broke.
Oh yes.
Aaron Stevens, you going through a table, sir.
He going through, yeah, you know he is.
If he don't go through a table, I will be shocked.
It'd be funny he did that broke character too.
One around here with the top of the cane, not even the whole cane, just the top of it.
Yeah.
With the Prince starter kit on. We have another tag team match for the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championships. We have Pretty Empowered, Ella Envy and Kylie Page going up against the new team of Natalia Markova and Taylor Rising.
Wait a minute. That name.
Yes.
Is that in the cases, I mean, is that a name of that the one we know about?
No, she.
Like terrorizing?
Nah,
No,
she.
I'm saying, y'all want to get it from that, but just named the female.
I wouldn't be surprised. And like I said, there's another team that's been on the road but pretty empowered.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about some obnoxious females?
Yeah.
They hold the tag titles. Of course, you have Kenzie Page, who is the NWA Women's Champion, who is the youngest NWA Women's Champion.
Yeah.
I thought about this one. I thought about it because I said, you know what? Markova has had numerous chances at the NWA Women's title, couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
Will be nice.
I've been hearing her name a lot in these title matches.
Yeah. Will be nice that she can win those tag titles, but pretty empowered. The way they got them set up, I don't see it. I see Ella Envy and Kylie Page retaining.
Okay.
We have a pillar to post match for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. We have Kobe Carino defending against Joe Alonzo. I just got one go. Why Kobe Carino? Because my group looks like a seven. First of all, that thick mustache looks like a 70s adult movie star.
Yeah. They've been bringing that back lately. I see. Yeah.
But that's not. Now, which version of Steve Carino do you think he is? Was he more Steve Carino when he was first came to ECW, or more King of Old School?
Yeah, talking about Kobe now.
Yeah.
I think when he first started, I don't see that King of Old School yet. Especially with the hair. Remember he had the little blonde streaks in his hair?
Yep.
With the black. I think he more his when Steve first came in.
He called the last bastion of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
See, when I look at him, I kind of...
Victory just yet. They want him in victory yet. Yeah.
See, that's where I was going. I said I kind of see a little bit of both personas.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be something. He did have Jack Victory in his corner.
Yeah.
That's like Jack Victory even still alive.
I think he is.
Let's find out. Oh, Jack Victory. That'd be something. Put him in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's still going. And he is 59 years old.
No, he was that old? No. Well, he was super young then.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Imagine him and Carino together, yeah. What?
I sure thought it was. And you gotta remember, he go all the way back to Mid-South days.
Yeah.
So you know he was young.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Like I'm gonna go with Carino on this one. I have no idea what a pillar to post match is.
Yeah.
But it sounds just based off the two competitors. It's like it's gonna be something technical.
It would sound like pillar to post, yeah.
We have a singles match for the NWA World Women's Championship. We have Kenzie Page, Pretty Empowered, going one-on-one with Ruthie J. Ruthie J is well known on the Indies.
Yeah, I heard about her.
Yeah, she's very well known on the Indies. Won some championships out there. She won this opportunity at the title. I think it's too soon for her to win the title. And like I said, they about to take Kenzie Page. They about to. She's another one. She's gonna get shot to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because one, she beat Camille.
Yep.
Which is saying a lot.
Yeah, it is.
And two,
she got that belt for a long time.
And
yeah.
two, like I said, she's the youngest NWA Women's Champion.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And with her having Ella Envy and Kylie Page, watching her back, which she really don't need. She can go out there on her own and do her thing. I think Ruthie J is gonna put on a good showing. But like I said, I don't see her taking the title. Now let's talk about the main event. No limits match. No, we're not talking about Master P and all them. For the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, EC3 versus Tom Latimer with Camille in his corner. Now, how did we get here? Well, Tom Latimer was the World Television Champion. You know, if you know the television title rules, you win 7 successful matches as television champion, you can cash that opportunity in to get a shot at the world title. Hence why Mims is the television champion now. If you've been following the last couple years, that was when EC3 showed up. Him and Tom Latimer got a lot going on. They got a huge history. EC3 has been trying to get in Tom Latimer's mind ever since EC3 came to the NWA. They fought last year at Hard Times. All mind games. But now we fast forward. EC3 is the champion. We have Camille in Tom Latimer's corner. Going back to those insurance policy days when they were in strictly business. When they was in strictly business. I will tell you, and also we're in EC3's backyard. So I see EC3 retain, but this is where I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. I'm going to say EC3 is not going to beat him because he was the better man. I think EC3 is going to beat him. I think Camille is going to turn on Tom.
Oh, that's a
I think Camille is going to turn on her husband.
Oh, that would definitely be shocking.
And I was having a conversation, you know, with some folks. Having a conversation, but especially about this match. And, you know, they agreed with me, but they threw a reason why she would do it.
Not because of EC3, I don't think.
I think it's because, one, let's say Tom did win. He's a champion, she's not anymore. Now, she's always rocked with Tom. I always say, he's going to be the world champion. He's going to be the world champion. He's going to be the world champion. But while she was saying that, she was champion. So, and I know she does a lot of talking when it comes to EC3, more so than Tom does. So, I think it's because, and like I said, it's a shot in the dark. But it could happen. And it probably can be a first. And I think the reason why I say, and I the person that said Camille is doing this is because maybe, just maybe, she wants to be the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, that is,
As much as she hates EC3, have you been following the promo she been cutting on him? Told the man to wash his clothes smell like Dookie? Who still say Dookie?
Dookie, yeah.
And she was laying him in, and some of her bad promo came off of EC3's expense. Now, am I crazy on that theory?
Now, to the point where you said about the champion. Now, the rest of it, yeah, I can believe it. But I don't know about being the NWA champion. That's history in that bill. That should be, if that was to happen, think about that. That's 130 something years of that title.
Let's go back. They've never had, to my knowledge, a woman by a man for the title, for the world title. But you know, we like I said, we're in different times. Not saying she's gonna win it, but I could see them having that match. I really could see it happening, and I would, and I could see, I could see, I could see some good promos coming out of it. I could see them hyping it up, especially now with them getting that TV deal with CW. And also the fact that they're doing territories. We're gonna start with I forgot what it's called. Forgive me on that. But the company is gonna be ran by EC3.
Okay.
Yeah, the new NWA territory that they're starting. This particular company will be ran by EC3. So, well, he's going back to the territory. So we're going to see a lot of companies getting the NWA name. And that's going to determine, according to them, that's going to help them, get ready to see, who's going to be on Power.
That's great. I like that. Get back to the old school territories again.
Now I'm curious to see, because apparently, I believe, EC3 company is in Ohio. So I want to know, what regions he's going to go.
Yeah.
Can we get an NWA?
All the promoters got those regions that they run.
I mean, because you remember at one time, what's it called? What's it called? The one, the company that's in Dyersburg.
Pro Wrestling Mid-South.
Pro Wrestling Mid-South. There was once an NWA promotion.
Yeah.
So that'll be something if Memphis can get an NWA promotion here.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
I mean, we have Memphis Wrestling.
They could merge.
Why not make it an NWA promotion?
Yeah.
You bring good talent here. You had EC3 here before.
Right.
So why not? But that's our Samhain. This weekend on the 28th. That's my picks. Now I'm sticking to them. But let's get into last week, or this past weekend, I should say. AEW was here in Memphis for Collision, and on Facebook they always showing pictures of empty seats. I'm gonna address that right now. Especially since, like I said, I was there and you were there.
Mm-hmm.
The picture that they showed, it was empty seats, but they didn't even use that section for seating. If you paid attention to the picture, itself, you will see the hard camera right there.
Mm-hmm.
They topped that section. Matter of fact, I was even on that side, right where it got taped off. Yeah. I was sitting on that side until they moved us. Matter of fact, they moved us and got better seating because I was ended up being on the side of the screen of the entranceway, and I got to get a little lower. So that $25 ticket I paid for, I got a $75 seat, and then they only used the floor and the 100 level. They didn't use the top floor, the top of the top floors. And once they got everybody shifted around, it was a good view. I mean, it was nice. The people, I was shocked of the way the people were acting. They had a good reaction.
Mm-hmm.
They were good showings. And they started off with a couple Ring of Honor matches, which were good. Then they went to Collision. People were hyped for that, and which I kind of knew this, but Jeff Jarrett got a good pop.
Of course he gonna get a good pop. He started here.
I mean, even though he a heel.
Yeah.
Okay, if you saw on my personal page,
His persona is he's Memphis bred.
right? Because if any of you that have my personal page saw, I did post where him and Eddie Kingston were fighting, and Eddie Kingston got sent to the table, and I said, when you fighting over the last rib at the cookout,
Great.
like that's how close I was. I mean, it was good to see Dave Brown.
Yeah.
And they did Battle of the Belts, which a lot of people, like some people left for Battle of the Belts. Still was a good showing. But when Battle of the Belts was over, and I think a lot of people didn't hear her when Dasha came out and said there's more, but I don't think a lot of people heard her.
Yeah.
Because when Battle of the Belts was over, a lot of people left.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people left, but if they would have turned around and paid attention, they pulled the Ring of Honor banners back out. And then Tony Khan.
I didn't know they were gonna have more.
And then Tony Khan came back out. He came back out and was thanking everybody, was complimenting Memphis, and gave us Ring of Honor tapings. That some of those matches, if you have Honor Club, those matches that were on there tonight were from Memphis. And he had 7 matches, so you're gonna get a couple weeks of Ring of Honor. That was from Memphis. I know that we got to see Athena. Okay, we got to see Kyle Fletcher versus Willie Mack. You'll see that. You'll see that tonight. You will see Slim J, Gringo Loco, Bray Christian, and Gravity. You will see Legit Layla Hirsch. You will see Darius Martin versus Lee Moriarty. You will see Robin Renegade versus Rachel Ellering. You will see the Gates of Agony, Iron Savages Gates of Agony versus the Iron Savages versus Griff Garrison and Cole Carter. So again, they taped a lot of matches and they mixed them up because that match right there was the last match of the night that I just mentioned. And yes, Prince Nana was there, and yes, he did the dance. And you will also see tonight Athena and Billy Starks versus Diamante and Mercedes Martinez in a Tornado Tag Team match. So those matches, if you have Honor Club and you're watching Ring of Honor tonight on this recording, those matches were in Memphis. And I believe there was, and they had the infantry. They fought Devon's kids.
And Terrence and
they got squashed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, cause you might say, damn, 7 matches, but they were pretty cool. They were all squash matches, pretty much. Like the four-way match was good. The tornado match was good. I think they're setting up for Mercedes Martinez and Athena again. So that might be at their next pay-per-view. And like I said, they got this thing going on with Billy Starks and Athena. It's this weird relationship.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got to see Maria Kanellis. Because he's managing Griff Garrison and Cole Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody kept yelling 2 dimes.
Yeah.
Like I said, they were quick 7 matches. But they were good though. Like I said, a lot of people left, so but you got a good 5 hours of wrestling.
Yeah.
And you got to see Ring of Honor with Ring of Honor and it's good that Ring of Honor is with AEW. Because otherwise, Ring of Honor would never come to Memphis.
No way.
So, like I said, I think a lot of people left, even if they saw it, they probably didn't know a lot of the Ring of Honor talent.
Yeah.
But, like I said, they were good matches. They were worth the wait. Like I said, they did pretty much 7 matches in an hour. Because as soon as Battle of the Belts was over, they fixed the ring, put the Ring of Honor skirts back up, and got right into it.
Yeah.
So, appreciate, Tony Khan, coming this way. I hope he comes back soon. And by the way he's talking, we might do that. I think he appreciated what the crowd. So we might get to see him. We might get to see him again. But let's
come back.
I said we got a true guy to see Bryan Danielson and Andrade.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that definitely was a classic. So like I said, appreciate y'all coming. Hope to see y'all again soon. But let's talk about what we else got going on this weekend, real quick. Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm gonna say this here. I don't know why this fight is happening right now. I'd rather see Fury and Usyk, to be honest. But I don't know why Tyson's doing this. Like we talked about before, this is what boxing has come to now. Anybody can do it. Not to say that Francis Ngannou is not anybody, is what I'm saying. But I believe that Francis Ngannou can make a great boxer. Now, look who's training the man. Mike Tyson.
Let me make you chuckle.
One of the heaviest hitters in the past versus one of the heaviest hitters now.
Let me make you chuckle real quick. So the title that's on the line here is the WBC Commemorative Riyadh Championship. I guess they're in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That's the title. That's
even a real belt.
That's the title that's on the line.
It's not for the WBC.
So this is not for none of the real belts.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is a commemorative radio championship that Saudi Arabia either made up. But let's look at the tail of the tape. We got Tyson Fury, 33-1, 24 knockouts, 6'9". We have Francis Ngannou, no boxing record, 17-3, with 12 knockouts in MMA. He's 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
And it's like what you talked about, and I've talked about this before. You said you don't know why Tyson Fury's doing this. I know exactly why he's doing this. Look where they fighting at.
Mm-hmm.
Saudi Arabia. Why do you think WWE go up there so much? They paying to see this.
So this is all for them.
This is all for them. The Saudis gonna pay up. They want to see it. They gonna pay up.
Yeah, and they pay big. So
yes.
And
And let's look at it from this perspective. We know Francis Ngannou can hit hard. We know this.
yeah, he in the Guinness Book of World Records as the hardest puncher in the world. Yeah.
We know this. But we also know Tyson Fury, yes, he's 6'9", but he's a legit boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to go in there and try to... He's going to play with him. I mean, let's go back in time. Let's go back to Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather played with him for 12 rounds. Floyd Mayweather could have ended that a long time ago, but he understood. If I knock him out early, it's not going to get the reaction. And they know how much the MMA community was, involved in it. So he had to keep him. He had to let him go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, what this is. Can he get? I'm sure, he probably get a good shot in. I think once Fury really feel him, if Ngannou connects and get a good shot in,
oh, that's a wrap.
I think Fury, once he feel him, like, okay, now I know what I'm dealing with. And he ain't gonna let him get in no more. Yeah,
Tyson gonna use his weight to hold him down like he did with Wilder in the third
He gonna
fight.
use that size. He gonna use that jab. He gonna keep him off of him. But I think he gonna feel him out, see where he at.
Yeah.
But like you said, boxing has gone a different route, especially now with that Misfits boxing promotion, where you got all these social media people just boxing.
Yeah.
And now we didn't turn over tag team boxing, which I'm gonna say it again, I kind of like it.
I got to see that.
If you go to one of them streaming sites,
weird.
I'm gonna send you one of them sites to go on there and look, because they did it on the last Logan Paul fight. It was the first time they've done it.
Team boxing.
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, you box rounds like you normally do, and once you get tired or whatever, you tag out.
Doing like boxing, wrestling.
Yeah,
with the tags.
I mean, think of tag team wrestling, but just think of boxing. So me and you on a team, and I'm fighting, and I'm either getting hurt or getting more down. I tag you in, and I go in the rest. The other guy steps back, that you get in the ring, that you get set up, and you go back to boxing again. It's
all about entertainment.
That's pretty much all it was. But they're labeling this as the battle of the baddest. I think that's a stretch.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. Now, Frank Ngannou is bad. He's a bad dude, man. I see everybody say he got Shane Sung in his right hand, in that right uppercut. They call it Shane Sung. People don't know. So in Mortal Kombat, that's his fatality. He'll take your soul.
But let's just play the game real quick. Let's say Ngannou gets the shot in and knocks Fury out.
Mm-hmm.
What would that mean?
I don't think it means anything.
I disagree. I'm going to tell you what it means. If Ngannou knocks out Fury, we will never hear the end of it from the MMA community.
I ain't thinking that.
We will never hear the end of it. The boxing community will never hear the end of it. And I think if Fury got beat, let's say he got beat convincingly, I think he'll retire.
No, he can't do that. He can't do that. Tyson can't do that. If he did that, then his legacy would be killed.
Because if you walk in and you let it, all the boxers couldn't touch you, but you let an MMA dude walk in with no boxing experience, get you,
and then you retire, and all your legacy will be tarnished.
Now, do I think he'll be a laughing stock? No, but he'll be a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Cause they
already talked about him. They always, they pushing that Usyk thing.
I think, I don't think he want to fight Usyk.
You scared of him?
I don't think he want to do it. Cause I think he know in his mind, Usyk got a hell of a chance. Usyk ain't no punk.
Yeah, Tyson got to realize this is for undisputed. This is to see who is the heavyweight champion of boxing. Do you tell me you don't want to do that?
He don't want to fight Usyk. Because that fight should have been. He don't want to fight Usyk. Now, I will say this. If he go in there and just pretty much just beat the brakes off of Ngannou, I mean, go in there, bust him up. No, let him go a few rounds, just bust him up and take him to school. Then I'll say, then I can hear him saying he want Usyk.
Yeah.
But if you go in there and have a showing that's just like, you really let him go toe to toe with you, he ain't gonna want to fight Usyk. So it's gonna be.
Rather retire than to fight Usyk.
Yeah, he'll probably retire because, how you gonna explain that? Everybody you went through in boxing, you took them down. You let this man, granted, who hits hard, but he got to hit you first.
Yeah.
You got to get hit first. And like I said,
Tyson training this man too.
yes, and
Tyson's training Francis. You know he gonna bring some of that custom motto in him.
yes, because one thing about Tyson, and I told somebody this, I said one thing what made Tyson great, especially in his prime, he didn't work by the round. How people say, you know, I don't work by the hour, but Tyson didn't work by the round. Tyson wasn't a patient fighter. Tyson was all about get it over with and go home.
He got in there, hit you a couple of times, sometimes maybe even once, and then rounds over. That's it. Let's go.
Once you felt it, you knew. But see, people made the mistake by Tyson. They let Tyson get in. Tyson, most of his fighters were taller than him, and he still was getting in.
Like especially the one with him and Michael Spinks. The Michael Spinks didn't have a chance.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he ain't.
All the dudes he fought, like them Darnell Longs and the who else?
I'm like, this ain't like somebody he fought like. He ain't them like Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno way taller than him. None of them way taller than him. I mean, yeah, Louis beat him, but that prime Tyson.
Yeah.
You let him get in, and I think that's what Nagano's gonna have to do. I mean, he's 5 inches shorter,
Yeah.
and you know Fury got to reach.
Right.
So he ain't gonna.
He definitely got to reach on him.
He ain't gonna let him. If like I said, he gonna keep him on the outside, and he just gonna mess with him. But if Nagano can get a shot in, just to get his attention, I think the game gonna change. But it's like I said, Fury's gonna have to go in there and take this boy to school. You're gonna have to tell him like, you're gonna tell him, you don't belong here. What you doing?
It kind of reminds you of remember when Rocky fought Creed for the first time, and when Rocky got that first shot in on Creed,
Yeah.
and he got knocked down, and Creed was like, "Oh, wait a minute." You know, he got his attention. Yeah. It's going to be like that, I think.
Like I said,
Rocky knocked him down for the first time. He go, oh, whoa. This dude is for real.
and like I tell you, this gonna tell us if he gonna get Usyk.
Okay.
This gonna tell him you go in there and you just go in there and take him down.
Then he going to call out Usyk
I think he gonna call him out.
if he wins.
You know, I ain't gonna do. He gonna have to win convincing. For him to do it, he gonna have to win convincingly to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you let it go past about 8-9 rounds, you know, you ain't done nothing for me.
Usyk shows up.
Oh, he gonna be there. If he ain't there, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
You know he watching. But like I said, I'll give him 6 rounds. I'll give him 6 rounds. Let him fill him out the first couple rounds, and just start just beating him down. You walk into that 7, you ain't knocked him out yet, or even come close to knocking him out yet. You ain't bust him up. He ain't ready for Usyk.
Okay, yeah, you got a point there. Yeah.
And like I said, that's an early. But if it's an early, they can come on like 12 or 11 o'clock our time.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, that's definitely going to be something that we're going to definitely come back to and talk about, especially when we do the Crown Jewel predictions next week. But that's pretty much all I got. And some things you want to talk about before we roll out.
Yeah, I just want to talk about, remember we talked about earlier, I want to discuss about the Iron Claw movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. It was a good casting. You know, when I looked at the cast members on there, you know, you had Zac Efron was playing Kevin Von Der. I forgot that guy now. I've seen him in, forgot that movie he was in, but he's playing Carrie. I think he should have been a little bit bigger. Because, you know, Carrie was big, even back in the early 80s, you know. He should have been a little bit bigger, but that was a good casting with him. And then David Von Der, whoever that guy is, he was just like that.
Yeah, his name is Harrison Dixon.
Yeah. Tall like him and everything.
Yeah, we got so Zac Efron is playing Kevin. Jeremy Allen White is playing Carrie.
Yeah.
Harrison Dixon is playing David. Let me see. I'm actually looking at the list. We got a guy named Stanley Simmons playing Mike, and Hope McCalani is playing Fritz. We can't forget about the most important one.
I know MJF playing Lance.
Yeah, MJF is playing Lance. Brady Pierce is playing Michael Hayes. Let's see, we got Chavo Guerrero Jr. is playing the Sheik.
Okay.
We got Ryan Nemeth is playing Gino Hernandez.
Oh, that's interesting there. I got to see what he gonna do.
And I think, I thought about that.
Good Gino?
Yes, yes.
Think so?
I think he'll play a good Gino. Cause we got to think about it. He's the Hollywood hump. He already got the Gino. He got the Gino. He got the Gino in him now.
Yeah.
And see, and this film comes out on December the 22nd. I hope it does well.
Oh, I'm gonna see it.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna see it. I hope it does well. And see, it's 132 minutes, so it's a good 2-hour plus movie.
I wonder now. I saw the scene where Kerry was on the motorcycle. I wonder if they gonna show the accident when he lost his foot. I wonder that. See, I got questions in this one. Are they gonna show? I know they showed the one where David passed. They showed that in the trailer where Kerry had on the in memory of David.
Yep.
With the yellow rose of Texas on the back.
Yep.
They showed that. They showed the funeral. Yeah, this is gonna be a tearjerker.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the question. You know, how deep are they gonna go in this movie?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Are they gonna go there, so to speak?
Because they said, the film was done in New Orleans, or done. They said, film began in Baton Rouge in New Orleans, and they said Marshall Von Erich said he was encouraged by the presence of Chavo as a wrestling consultant on set in terms of production, trying to portray accuracy. So, well, at least we had a Von Erich there.
Yeah, Marshall, that's
it's Kevin's son.
Yeah, him and Ross a tag team. Yeah.
So, like I said, I hope it does well.
I hope they go there. I want to see it. I hope they don't hide anything.
Because this is like I said, if you are not familiar with the Von Erich, I know probably the younger generation probably is not.
They looking at it because Zac Efron's in it.
Right, and you probably, and like I said, maybe this might, get the young people to go back and look at the Von Erichs.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to YouTube, go back to World Class. Look at the
rock stars.
the Von Erich documentary. I mean, this is a story that needs to be told.
Yeah.
I mean,
these guys was in Texas. They were rock stars. They was, man, you talk about Texas, you mentioned the Von Erichs, everybody in Texas know who they are.
I mean, they was bigger than high school football. And high school football is big in Texas.
In Texas, right.
They were the guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm serious. When you talk about, Texas, the Sportatorium downtown Dallas.
And they nailed that Sportatorium in the trailer.
Yep.
They nailed it. Yeah.
So, like I said, it comes out December 22nd. So, not far from now, I hope, people go see it, especially if you're a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it.
I'm definitely going to see it. I hope it makes a lot of money. Like I said,
yeah.
I just hope, if they, because they talked about this a while before they even put it out. So,
I hope he goes there, too. I hope they go there about the deaths and all that. I want to see all of it. I want to see the thing with Japan. Remember, David was in Japan. Got that. They said his appendix ruptured and everything. Yeah, I want to see all that. How, you know.
Again, how far they gonna, how far they gonna go and tell this story.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
But like I said, especially young people, I mean, they probably heard of Von Erich. You probably heard that, majority of them died. But how much do you know how they died?
Right.
Why do they say the Von Erich curse?
Mm-hmm.
So,
definitely gonna see it.
So definitely go see it. I know I'm going to. Like I said, we'll even do a review on it.
Yeah.
That could be something, we going into, because it comes out September 22nd, so that could be something we could talk about either right before 2024 or do it right in 2024. That could be our topic for the new year, but other than that, that's pretty much all I got, all he got. So we could just go and get out of here. As always, continue to support the Get Snap Podcast on Rumble, Spotify, and other platforms. We're gonna get back on YouTube soon. Like I said, I got somebody, doing some things on there, working some things out for me. So I might put it on there this time. I'm still on the fence about that, but shout out to my Rumble folks. We've hit 400 followers.
Okay.
So we growing. So we growing.
Right.
So to all my followers, go on there. Subscribe, and not subscribe, follow us. Watch us, and share it. That's the main thing. Let's get this out for everybody to enjoy. Cause you need something to do, definitely got us. And if you want to listen to older episodes, definitely go to Spotify. Have every single episode from day one. If you go to YouTube, if you want to listen to those stuff, we have episodes that's called the Get Snap Podcast Throwback Edition.
Mm-hmm.
But
even during the pandemic, we got all that.
Yeah, we close to, I believe we're at 170 episodes. So you got a lot to listen to.
Right.
You got a lot. And you can tell the difference from, when we started to now. You definitely can see the difference in presentation and quality and stuff like that. But like I said, keep supporting, because like I said, as long as they got wrestling going on, we're going to have something to talk about.
Right.
But now, y'all guys be safe. Run, enjoy your weekend. Love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Till next week, we out.
Peace.